Snow has fallen and it's dark at 5 p.m. What does that mean? The holiday season is here. Holidays such as the beloved Black Friday have been known to dictate many behaviors and attitudes this time of year. However, did you know that the history of Black Friday is darker than you might think?
First and foremost, if you aren't familiar with the holiday, Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving and is an unofficial holiday where people will wait in line hours to snag goods, usually toys, electronics, and apparel, at extra reduced prices in order to gift, resell, or keep them for themselves. The day was made popular by the retail industry in an attempt to drive up revenue, and drive up revenue it did. According to data by a recent Adobe Analytics shopping report, last year's Black Friday netted a combined $169 million from in-person and online shopping spaces. As for the holiday's origin, there are just as many myths as there are facts.
For years, it's been commonly believed that the modern Black Friday was named after the color coded retail accounting trends in which economic losses were marked in red while profits were marked in black. The assumption was that while stores might experience red losses throughout the year, the day after Thanksgiving was always profitable and thus marked in black. A much darker theory was that instead, Black Friday was named such due to skin tone, as Southern plantation owners of the 1800s would buy slaves at a reduced price. Both stories are just that, stories that lack substance to back them up. In reality, while the phrase Black Friday was first used in the 1800s to describe a financial crash in late September of 1869, the modern meaning origin came from Philadelphia in the 1950s, where increased foot traffic from a football game between Army and Navy helped in causing crowds of rowdy shoppers in the area. These shoppers would swarm stores and often steal products because of the lack of security opposition stopping them. Similarly to the raiding of Area 51 internet trend multiple years ago, where the rationale was, they can't stop all of us. Sounds like a nightmare? Yeah, the Philly police force at the time agreed, as they were the ones who coined the phrase. I reached out to the Historical Society of Pennsylvania, and while they were unable to speak with me, they did provide these historical photos, which show some of the crowds of shoppers. While the behavior in the photos seems tame compared to today's standards, it was still enough chaos to result in the police force working significant overtime to try and maintain order within the crowds of shoppers. It wasn't until 2 decades later that the retail industry, which knew the true value of having a consumer centered holiday, created the day as we know it currently and framed it in the more positive red and black storyline mentioned earlier.
So that's the past of Black Friday, but what about the future? As of late, it's no surprise that the online space has gained more traction, with the majority, nearly 52%, of total Black Friday revenue being generated online alone. Outside of just the Friday after, the whole stretch of days from Thanksgiving to Monday after is deemed Cyber 5, with Small Business Saturday and Sunday and Cyber Monday. Even the day after Cyber Monday got its own theme, Giving Tuesday, where donations are prioritized. While it started in the United States, Black Friday has started to branch out, with countries such as Canada, the UK, Denmark, France, Italy, and Germany celebrating as well. Other forms of Black Friday also exist, like El Buen Fin, the Good Weekend in Mexico, and Singles Day in China. Black Friday seems to be here to stay. When you think about it, why wouldn't it? It contributes billions of dollars to the economy and is a top priority in the retail industry, which would never let a holiday like this fade away. This has been Peyton Yeager in Pullman, Washington, signing off.